Good morning, everyone. Namaste from SessionMate. I'm Nitin Saraswat, and today we'll talk about the educational material searching and creation feature available on SessionMate. So far we have talked about how to create an IEP or a therapy plan, how to sign up on the app, import the plan on the mobile app, uh, do session check-ins using the add new session feature of the app, and then move on from there to get the reports and various other downstream deliverables. So today we are going to talk about a very important aspect called how do you search for the required or the relevant material for the child, and if you don't have it handy, how do you create one which is very customized and relevant to the child, personalized to the child. So if you go to the home page sessionmate.ai, you can enter the section called Smart Material. So this SM is Session Made, Smart Material. You can select any of your roles. For example, I select Therapist Educator. Now there are two options available to the user. They can download worksheets, or they can create their own worksheets or realistic images used as educational material. So we'll talk about the creation of custom material a short while from now, but right now we'll focus on how do you search and download the relevant worksheets. So if you click on download worksheets, you are presented with this search bar, and this search bar has two options. You can either use one of these pre-provided searches for downloading or searching and downloading the relevant content. For example, writing skills, color recognition, motor skills, and phonics. For example, if you want to work on phonics, okay, so you can click on phonics. Let me open it in a different option. If you click on phonics, it will search for the sheets which are related to phonics and which are graded as per the difficulty level. Now this is where a lot of time is spent by educators and therapists about looking for the right level of the sheet that can be used with the child. So in this case, we have categorized the worksheets from nursery to grade 12, and in this you can either sort it from lower level of difficulty to higher level of difficulty, or you can sort it from higher level of difficulty to lower level of difficulty. At the same time, you can always get an understanding of what all grades are there in the worksheets that you are trying to work with. So for example, A, and these kind of phonics are there. So for example, you want to download this sheet, you can click on this, the sheets immediately gets downloaded. There are 26 PDF files in this. So it's not just one file. Most of the files will have multiple pages in it. So in one click, you are able to search the right or relevant PDF or file educational material that you are looking for, download it for the child, and start working it right away. No more getting a bundle of 500,000 PDFs, looking through them, sorting them in different folders, and spending time unnecessarily, because it is an ongoing process. In due course, you will keep on adding more material, you will keep on sorting them, and this is a very time-taking and painful task. We have made it very easy for you. We do the grunt work of using technology to curate and sort and club the PDFs, the worksheets based on the level of difficulty and the educational topic that they are relevant to. And basis that, you can download it simply by searching here and downloading it here. So you can search, for example, we use the pre-populated card called phonics. So you have 4 sample sheets here. You can click on show more. You will get 4 more sample sheets. And if there are not 4 more, you will get the ones which are available. So you can, for example, download this as well. This has 13 pages in it. So this way, it is very easy and convenient for you to download. And there is no sign up required. There is no credit card required to download this. Okay, but if you want to include these worksheets or these kind of activities in your child's therapy or IEP plan, then you should click on Get Your App Now. And if you have not created an IEP or a therapy plan as of now, go ahead, create one. At the end of the plan, you can send it over to your email address. Use the same email address to download the app and sign up, and then use the same email address to sign in here. Just enter the email address and then continue with email. You'll get an OTP. You'll sign up here. You'll get free 500 bonus credits. You can continue downloading the material and exploring the material at your will. Okay. For example, this is how you work on the pre-provided option. So let me go back to home. Now this was the option that we discovered using the example searches. You can put your own custom search here. For example, I want to work with the child for line tracing, or rather handwriting practice. You can hit enter here. So in handwriting practice, there is pre-writing skill and other skills required. There are worksheets for that, dot joining, line tracing, and other sheets. They will be presented here. They will be displayed here. You can pick and choose what you want to do. For example, this is a simple tracing the line. You can download this here. You can download the curvy line, the non-linear lines. For example, I want to download this. Go ahead, download it. This has 20 pages, different line formation practices. You can see all types of practices are here. And you can download it here, and then you can continue with your other searches. So basically this was downloaded by giving a search text called handwriting practice. This way, in simple natural language, you just put in your search here, and our AI model will look up for that search and bring all the relevant content to be displayed here in the results. So which means personalized and relevant search is possible using this interface, which is available on the sessionmate.ai website. And if you don't have the mobile app installed, go ahead, do it. And in order to use the mobile app, create an IP or therapy plan so that you get 500 bonus credits. And after that, you can start exploring this for no cost right now. The other aspect that we wanted to talk about is creating your own material. So creating your own material. Now, let us first understand why it is important to create your own material. We all know that every child need is different and every special child learns differently. So it is important that we have a mechanism in place which helps us customize the material with respect to the child. And there are lots of visual learning techniques like Pronto books and other techniques in which we use realistic or the child's image itself in different action verbs, naming words, and other language-based skills in which the learning can also happen and the communication can also be encouraged. For example, if you want to teach the child about drinking from a glass of water, the most common technique used by most of the special educators and speech and language pathologists is showing a picture in which the child is holding a tumbler filled with water and drinking from it. This is the most common way to do that. Why? Because it helps the child to relate to the subject in the image, the other objects in the image. There is a tumbler filled with water, and what the child is doing, the action word. So in real life, this is very difficult to create, and the onus or the responsibility comes primarily on the parents and the caregivers, who are themselves very occupied with various other activities in addition to what the special child needs are. So we have created a very easy way of creating this custom material, which is primarily image as of now. We will be moving on to create PDFs and other educational material also. But suppose you want to teach the child how to cross a zebra crossing. Now, let me walk you through about how you create a custom image like this and what are the advantages of it. So I would encourage everyone to leverage this walkthrough session and try it out on their own to see how the customization or how the responses can be generated from this feature. So when you say child crossing a zebra crossing, it gives you an option of different images. You can select the child, you can select the background or scenario where you want the child to be shown. For example, you've selected these two. So this is a kind of road, this is the child, and you can click on next. And then the magic behind the scenes happens, in which our AI model will take these two and create a realistic representation of child crossing a zebra crossing. Now, how this is something, uh, although at an inferior level, but something like this can also be achieved using other generative AI tools like ChatGPT and other tools. But what they fail to render is realistic representation. If you ask a generative AI tool to generate a realistic representation, they will make it look very flashy or non-realistic in nature, which further confuses the child, because that is one of the reasons that we would like to show the object to the child. For example, if we are trying to work on vegetable and fruit identification, we would like to show the actual fruit and the actual vegetable. Why? Because it brings in a sense of realistic understanding or recognition of the object. In a similar fashion, if the typical run-of-the-mill generative AI images are shown to the child, it is very difficult for the child to generalize. We have taken this pain out of the picture by using realistic actual images which are free to use, which are available. And in that, you can use your child's own image as well. Now, when I say your child's own image, it is perfectly secure because you have a sign in here. You will log in with your email address. Only you will be able to access that image. Nobody else will have access to that image. But imagine if this child's image is replaced or substituted with your child's image, crossing a zebra crossing like this. The concept of crossing a zebra crossing, the child moving along the zebra crossing and all that becomes very easy to explain and for the child to relate to as well. So this is something that we have achieved by using something called custom worksheet creation. If all of you are able to follow through, you can give me a thumbs up. If there is any challenge, you can ping me in the chat box, or you can ping on the WhatsApp group that you are all added to. In fact, if you face any challenge on any step, you can always ping on the WhatsApp group that you are added to. Okay. So this makes creation of educational material which is specific or very personalized to the child very easy. And it is not just a simple phrase like child crossing the zebra crossing. You can take it to different levels. For example, you can go back, you can talk about create your own material. You can say girl playing cricket, for example, if you want to explain that in playground. So you can create your own custom material. You can say girl playing, for example, maybe hopscotch. Okay. So you can pick any image from here. For example, you can pick this girl's image and you can click on next and let our AI model do the magic, in which it will take the girl's image, which you can use your own child's image, have a hopscotch grid laid out and showing it very clearly how the girl is playing the hopscotch. So you can you can think of any realistic or social scenario or a daily activity scenario and use that along with your search query to create a realistic representation of the activity, the object, or concept that you're trying to explain to the child. So this takes a little time to render because there are lots of processing involved. Image creation is always a more computationally heavy task than text rendering. So it will take some time. It takes around 20 to 25 seconds to complete this. I would request you to be patient and let it complete. So what happens if you keep on using this feature? If you keep on using this feature, it keeps on giving you better and better images as time passes. Plus, you can upload your child's image. You have different action images already there. So you will always be able to create different images corresponding to different scenarios, different representations very quickly. And you can download it right here. Once you download it, you can use it immediately to show to the child. For example, if you have a tablet or an iPad, you can transfer this image to the tablet or iPad and keep a scrolling interface in place so that folder wise you can segregate these images and you can show the child that this is you, this is the hopscotch, this is the grid of the hopscotch, and you are playing the hopscotch. Okay, I'll take a pause and see if there are any questions. So as I said, in the series of live walkthroughs of the SessionMate platform, this session today is targeted on creating custom material and bringing it to the level of specific and personalized to the learner that you're working with using your own login, and then searching for relevant material, downloading it in a jiffy and using it right away without any upfront cost. So, but the key is you will have to download the SessionMate mobile app, sign up with the same email address with which you have created the IP or therapy plan, and you will get bonus credits. You can use those credits to create these materials, share these materials, and explore other features on the entire SessionMate platform. Okay. I hope this is helpful for all the therapists and educators out there. If you have any questions, feel free to drop in a message on WhatsApp group, or you can email us at contact@sessionmate.ai. Have a great rest of the day, and thank you so much for dialing in on a Sunday. Thank you.